For centuries, people have been captivated by the story of the cloth said to be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. But is it really what it claims to be? Today, we will delve into the mystery of the shroud and explore the evidence for and against its authenticity. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, this video is sure to spark your curiosity and provide you with a fresh perspective on this intriguing artifact. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let us unravel the mystery of the Shroud of Turin together in this new episode of Memoirs of Truth. Before diving deep into this historical debate, make sure to hit the subscribe button, that way you'll never miss out on any of our future uploads. The Shroud of Turin is a linen cloth bearing the faint image of a man who appears to have been crucified, which is believed by some to be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. The history of the shroud is covered in mystery, controversy, and debate, and many questions about its origins and authenticity remain unanswered. The earliest known historical reference to the shroud dates back to the mid-14th century, when it was in the possession of a French knight named Geoffroy de Charny. De Charny claimed that the shroud had been in his family for several generations and was a precious relic that had been venerated for its association with the crucifixion of Christ. The shroud remained in the Charny family until the late 16th century, when it was sold to the House of Savoy, the ruling family of Turin in Italy. Over the centuries, the shroud has been the subject of intense scrutiny and investigation by scientists, historians, and theologians, who have sought to unravel its mysteries and verify its authenticity. The most famous and controversial scientific investigation of the shroud was the 1988 carbon dating tests, which concluded that the cloth dated from the Middle Ages and was thus a medieval forgery. However, this conclusion has been challenged by some who dispute the accuracy of the carbon dating tests or argue that they were flawed in some way. Despite the controversy surrounding the shroud, it continues to be a subject of fascination and veneration for many Christians, who believe that it is an authentic relic of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection. In 2015, Pope Francis referred to the shroud as an icon of a man scourged and crucified, and it remains one of the most famous and enduring symbols of the Christian faith. The authenticity of the Shroud of Turin remains a subject of controversy and debate, with some scholars and scientists arguing that it is a genuine burial cloth that was used to wrap the body of Jesus Christ, while others believe it to be a medieval forgery. Here are some of the arguments and evidence that have been put forward in support of the shroud's authenticity. In 1978, a team of scientists, experts, known as the Shroud of Turin Research Project, STURP, conducted a comprehensive forensic analysis of the shroud. They used a wide range of scientific techniques to examine the cloth, including ultraviolet light, X-rays, and microchemical tests. They found that the image on the shroud was not painted or drawn, but was instead a superficial image that appeared to have been formed by some unknown process. In 1988, a team of scientists used radiocarbon dating to determine the age of the shroud. The results indicated that the shroud was created between 1260 and 1390, which would make it a medieval forgery rather than an ancient relic. However, the accuracy of the carbon dating has been disputed by some who argue that the samples used were not representative of the whole cloth or that there were problems with the testing method. Pollen samples taken from the shroud have been analyzed by botanists and found to contain pollen from several species of plants that are unique to the Middle East, including terebinth, balsam, and myrtle. This supports the idea that the shroud may have originated in the region where Jesus is believed to have been crucified and buried. Numerous studies have been conducted on the bloodstains found on the shroud. These studies have found that the stains are real blood that contains high levels of bilirubin, a substance that is produced by the body when it is under extreme stress or trauma. The bloodstains are consistent with the wounds that Jesus is believed to have suffered during his crucifixion. In recent years, digital imaging techniques have been used to study the shroud in greater detail. These techniques have revealed that the image on the shroud is three-dimensional and contains information that is not visible to the naked eye. Some researchers have used these techniques to create computer-generated images of what Jesus may have looked like based on the shroud's image. Despite all the scientific analysis, the mystery of the Shroud of Turin remains unsolved. Some believe that it is the actual burial cloth of Jesus and that it provides evidence of his resurrection. Others believe that it is a medieval forgery. Some of the most significant mysteries that continue to surround the shroud are the formation of the image. The most striking feature of the shroud is the faint image of a man who appears to have been crucified. The image is unique in many ways, including the fact that it is superficial and not painted or dyed onto the cloth. The mechanism by which the image was formed is still unknown, and numerous theories have been proposed, including the idea that the image was created by a burst of radiation, a chemical reaction, or some other unknown process. Another mystery is the age of the cloth. The age of the shroud is a subject of controversy and debate. The 1988 carbon dating tests, which suggested that the shroud was created in the 14th century, have been challenged by some who dispute the accuracy of the testing method or argue that the samples used were not representative of the whole cloth. Some researchers believe that the shroud may be much older than the carbon dating suggests and could date back to the time of Jesus. Another mystery is the historical record. The earliest known reference to the shroud dates back to the mid-14th century, when it was in the possession of a French knight named Geoffrey de Charny. However, there is little historical record of the shroud prior to this time, and the circumstances of its creation and preservation remain largely unknown. Some researchers have suggested that the shroud may have been kept in secret by early Christian communities, or that it was hidden away during periods of persecution. What is the significance of the shroud? Even if the shroud is a genuine relic of Jesus, its significance and meaning are still open to interpretation. Some people believe that the shroud provides physical evidence of Jesus' life and death, while others argue that it is a powerful symbol of faith and spirituality that can inspire people to contemplate the mysteries of the divine. Despite the numerous scientific investigations of the shroud, the question of its authenticity remains unresolved, and the many mysteries that surround the cloth have yet to be fully explained. Some researchers believe that the evidence supports the idea that the shroud is a genuine relic of Jesus Christ, while others remain skeptical and argue that it is a medieval forgery. Regardless of its authenticity, the shroud remains an important symbol of faith and spirituality for many people around the world. It continues to inspire awe and wonder, and its enduring mystery and power are likely to captivate and intrigue people for generations to come. Ultimately, the true nature and significance of the Shroud of Turin may never be fully understood, and its status as a mystery may be part of its enduring appeal. The shroud will likely continue to be the subject of research, debate, and fascination for years to come, as people seek to uncover its secrets and explore its deeper meanings. Our foray into the mysteries surrounding the Shroud of Turin has come to an end, and if you found this video interesting, tell us what you think about the Shroud of Turin in the comments section below. Please like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos like this one. Thank you for watching.